How do you do, my fellow squishies? I figure since Bob fumble-fingered the time, I might as well start the stream a little early to make it up to y'all. What few of y'all actually stuck around since well, not I, Bob, but you know how Bob can be. I should let Bob do another episode sometime soon. He's getting kind of lonely down there in the accounting department. But anyways, no, we did actually get the update from y'all about that stupid-ass daylight savings time concept you have. Only a human could be so stupid as to think that fumbling around with your clocks would actually save you any time. But whatever. If you insist on continuing to do this stupidity, could you at least make it standard across your planet? Not only is it not standard as to which planet, it's definitely not standard as to which planet uses daylight savings time, but not only is it not standard as to which country uses daylight savings time, different countries do it at different times, and then different parts of countries don't even do it. And it's so confusing. I can't keep track of what time it is anywhere. I mean, the fact that, what is it? India has half time zones and the entirety of China is a single time zone is terrifying enough. But can you stop moving things around? The diversity of our stupidity is our strength. I'm not going to argue that point, I suppose. But the USAians did it this past weekend, if I remember right. And the Europeans did it the weekend before. Except the USAians, Arizona doesn't do it, except it's not the entirety of Arizona. I believe there's a sub-province within Arizona that does use daylight savings time, and the rest of the state doesn't, because why do they need more daylight? And I think Hawaii doesn't do daylight savings time? I don't know. See, I can't keep track of it all. Back a strength for the win. Sorry, Tiger Claw. I was going off about daylight savings time and starting early since Bob fumble-fingered the start time on this, and a lot of y'all showed up an hour ago, and I was like, why is that console over there making so much noise? And I went to investigate and realized what happened. Well, I mean, Lawrence Frazier, I think daylight savings time would make a lot less sense if your freaking time zones followed any kind of rhyme, reason, or logic. There is a way of subdividing your planet every 15 degrees, with some slant to it because of the way things work out with hemispheres and all that. And y'all will have the appropriate amount of daylight, no matter whether it is winter or summer, and no matter which hemisphere you live in. But no, you have to make it complicated. You have to decide that you're going to subdivide it based off of states or countries or this, that, and the other. And suddenly someone over here is like, the sun is up too early. And somebody over here is like, the sun is up too late. And now you're trying to do additional jankery to try and make it all work out. And the initial arguments for DST didn't make any sense to begin with. Back, which World War was it? Quasi-World War, partial World War. I think it was the second one. It's not even that old of an idea. And for some reason, y'all can't get rid of it because this is the way we've always done it. No, it's fucking not. No, Bob didn't get fired. He knows where all the skeletons are buried. Mostly because he's mostly a skeleton himself. So that makes it somewhat of a family affair. But, whatever. And at no point does the sun come up at just the right time. No matter how you fiddle with it, because all of your time zones are jacked. It's really not that hard. You have 360 degrees around a sphere. You have 24 hours. Do the fucking math. 15 degrees. Oh, look, problem solved. Now, like I said, again, you do have to slope it a little, slant it a little, because of the way hemispheres work on a sphere. But still, not that complicated. Just unfuck your time zones and you won't have to change your clocks it's not even every 6 months. It's at like random arbitrary dates. Do the dates change or do the days, I always forget, is it like the first weekend of a given month? I don't even know. Everybody does it differently. I gave up trying to keep track. Also, in terms of Bob Vochal, do you have any idea how hard it is to get an accountant out here? By the great maker. You'd think Ferengis would be all over it, but the whole squishing things into cubes kind of put them off for some reason. I guess they prefer their latinum in what the hell would that shape even be called? Now I got to go look up what that shape would be called. Rectangular rhombus? No, rhombus is wrong. Trapezoidal prism. There you go. That's a fun term. Apparently slips are fully rectangular, three-dimensional rectangles. Whatever the term that is for. But, yeah. Trapezoidal prism. All right. New terms. And no, Lawrence Fraser, you're exactly right. Daily savings time has absolutely nothing to do with farmers. Farmers get up when they have to and go to sleep when they need to, and they don't really care what the time on the clock is, aside from making sure that they get up at the right time or go to bed at the right time. I believe the rationalization for installing DST was to save energy during wartime way back when this all happened. But again, that's one of those memory banks that was allocated as not important and was therefore not maintained. Yeah. And what are you trying to leave as a comment, Pyre? I mean, I run into enough no terms on the Twitters by way of the acronym for the Confederacy of Independent Systems apparently being a no term on Twitters. So I'm kind of curious what YouTube is cranky about. And Zone of the Enders design. I know nothing about that, so that could be quite entertaining. It's okay, Pyro. There's no test. It's not a failed NaNoWriMo run, C.A. McDivitt. You wrote something that's more than a lot of softfonts can claim, including myself. So take the win and build on it and see what you can finish up later. And, I mean, yeah, technically, Lawrence Fraser, you're right. Way back when power was hard to come by on your planet, there was an argument, possibly, that, like, paying for street lamps or something was too much of an expenditure for a wartime economy. Fine. Possibly. Maybe. But given how cheap street lamps and headlights and flashlights have gotten on your planet these days, that argument has long since expired. Yeah, removing specific groups of people machine would probably trigger the... yeah, I can extrapolate what terms you were driving towards, and I can see how that might trigger the auto sensors. I have not seen it show up in the hold category on YouTube, which is interesting, because normally colorful comments, of which I get very few, which I'm kind of surprised by, get filtered out and put in the held category for the community, I think YouTube calls it now. And it hasn't shown up there, Pyre, which is interesting. There's apparently a super censor version of the censorship on YouTube. Okay, so yes. Anyways, I've now been rambling for 10 minutes because yeah, that's what we do around here. And the options for tonight are running back into Cosmoteer and seeing just what we can do with the long, hard shafts we have installed in the middle of our ship there. Or we can go back to a game that we played many moons ago, because they just dropped a major update. They even called it a major update on October 21, I believe, which is interesting. And no, I will not disclose what game it is, just because what's the line? Always leave them wanting more. Suspense. The suspense is killing me. I hope it lasts. So y'all can feel free to vote however you like. Gore giggles. Gore giggles. Gore giggles. On the other hand, always choose the mystery box. It could be anything, even a boat. Like my mother used to say, life is like a box of chocolates. Well, the problem is it a mystery box or is it a pain box? Because those two always end up in bad places. Although different bad places, I guess, so there's that. The Hooters Star Rail update. What now? Yeah, I guess we did put massive hemispheres on the front of our ship in the last run-through of Cosmoteer. They are significantly larger hemispheres than the last hemispheres we had on the ship. I'm not even sure the last hemispheres we had on the ship were actually hemispheres. They were like quarter spheres? Semispheres? No, semisphere is half a sphere. Well, they're not even spheres. They're hemicircles. Whatever. The end zone requires you to construct a nuclear reactor. Please refine your scrap recycler point. And by the way, you have to construct a nuclear reactor before you even have a centrifuge, because apparently that's how the game works. All right, there's enough intrigue about the mystery box option. We will go down mystery box path, because mystery boxes are always entertaining, and that's kind of what I figured. Humies are always so easy to control. We give you the pushy buttons that you feel compelled to push, and we just frame the framework around the pushy buttons to convince you to push the button that we kind of wanted you to push anyways because we needed a break from Cosmoteer. So here we go. Maybe, if things work. There we are. I figure you all need the entire loading of this game because it's still a fun wireframe game. Big red button! And yeah, if you color it red, I mean, it's guaranteed that the Humie's going to push it at that point. And yes, they really committed to the aesthetic power. I have to give, I guess, Dataset and Pixel Jam credit for Utopia Must Fall, if only because they firmly committed to the wireframe 1970s aesthetic. So for those of y'all who were not here for the last time we played this is basically Missile Commander, but somehow worse. And yes, Lawrence Frazier, there was an update, and it does seem to have cranked up the difficulty significantly, which is why I was coming in here and seeing if there was a way to dial it down. Because we die a lot. It's not great. But it did add clarification to the game, which I appreciate. So, win some, lose some? 9-layer multi-phosphor display. Ooh. Calligraphic projection on 35mm film. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. White phosphor on a P4 CRT. And yes, it is like DEF CON. Only I think much simpler if I remember what DEF CON is like. I think I have DEF CON. I should try DEF CON again. This is not the one with the random helicopter bought off eBay. That one is still just a demo, and they are working on that slowly. But it will come out soon, and I will definitely be procuring it once it's out, because that is way too much fun. Alright, white phosphor and a P4 CRT. Duochrome graphics workstation. Okay, yeah. Definitely credit where credit is due. They 190% leaned into the aesthetic. I have to appreciate that. Ah! Modified V282A terminal display. I'm not even sure that's playable. Yes, that one will be Cleared Hot. Cleared Hot is an outstanding game. Cleared Hot calls back to some very classic games of the same genre and pushed all the right buttons, speaking of pushing buttons. And speaking of good games, this is in fact called Utopia Must Fall. Cleared Hot is also an outstanding game and is still in demo mode. And speaking of such things, we are still doing a fundraiser for Toys for Tots. Last I checked, which was just a little bit ago, we are at $385 US out of $2,000 goal. Now the goal is for December 25th for obvious reasons, so I figure we are on track solidly to getting to that goal pretty well. But if you feel like tossing me currency instead, I would ask you to toss Toys for Tots currency because, well, kids like toys. And Marines are awesome, and for some reason, despite being the crayon-eating industry, or the crayon-eating branch of the men's department of the United States Navy, they can actually keep a balanced budget. So, if you want to give to a charity run by Marines, because they are literally the only armed forces in the USA and province to actually run a balanced budget, which is insane. And yes, it is basically Desert Strike, Tiger Claw with massively updated graphics, and it's pretty cool. So, anyways, sorry, we were looking at Hot-Wired Amdek. Hot-Wired Trinitron, which I think is not what we started out with. A modified Sony something monitor, fine. Ooh! XY dual trace oscilloscope. Very, Fallout, fine. Ooh! Okay, well. I'm told that Humies hate light mode, so this probably just blew out a whole pile of your retinas. Tenebrescent. Skiatron Dark Trace Tube in 1939. When your entire branch is guy with a rifle and backpack, it's not that hard to keep a budget. Correct. Make it stop! At least it's not full white, it's gray, right? Ooh, Sharpie Axadraw. Felt pens on a cartridge paper. Okay. I'm starting to wonder if they put more effort into the filters than they did the game. Optics, they burn. There we go. All right, this is the original version of the game, I do believe. The 9-layered, cross-wired display. But there were enough votes for the... or no, I guess it was the multi-phosphor that was the original. Oh no, what did I just do? We will try the Vectrix tube, just for the giggles. Overhead projector, the game. All right, autopause, full motion, allow high rates. Check, 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 and check. What does persistence mean? Unclear. Is there a clarification? There is no clarification. Check. Audio is audio. I have no idea what that symbol means. Oh. You can make it very flat. You can make it very, very flat. So that's on pitch. I get it now. All right, fair enough. And yes, there is a bulging outwards. There is actually a screen that we are playing on inside of the windowed game. They actually went to the effort of like giving it a console around the screen. Woo, 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 woo. Alright, survival guide. Yeah, that's just instructions. We don't need those. Nobody needs those. Ward list, that's how you get better things, credits, and sadly there is no option to adjust the difficulty. Potatoes! Fine. We shall die with valor! And lots of screaming. I don't know, I think this might be a little too washed out. I guess we'll see how it plays. Alright, so yes, missile defense, but you only have one missile site, and right now it's Nuevo LA. Nuevo LA is smaller than I remember. And naturally, you don't want your Nuevo LA people being squished by large flying rocks or random little ships trying to shoot shit into your city. Because who wants to have their city have shit shot into it? Right now, all we've got is this one solitary railgun, which is rather unfortunate. Also, we have nukes, I think, technically. But we're not using them because we didn't need to. Now, it used to be that I could see... There we go. Annihilation is destroying an entire enemy squadron in approach flight without nukes. Obsessive is completely destroying an asteroid and all resulting chunks without nukes. They keep mentioning nukes because, yes, nukes are in the background. Chef's Kiss. Survive a full day without suffering any shield damage. Yay! Discipline. Manage a full day without pressing the big red button! Speaking of humies and buttons. And no escape. Destroy all enemies attempting to flee the vicinity! I'm from Buenos Aires, and I agree. Yeah, nobody likes getting smacked with rocks. And you'll note that this box, which is usually square in the more color-saturated versions of the game, has a slight bulge because it's, after all, on something of a CRT right now. And CRTs were never quite square, were they? And yes, Tiger... I'm glad I just answered that question, because no, it's not just you, it's actually the game this time. Big red buttons must be pushed, but we only have 5 big red buttons. And we need to get more big red buttons. Proceed! Ah, okay, now I really... So this is kind of the upgrade. It used to be that you didn't actually see what the upgrades were going to provide you, or how they were necessarily interconnected to everything else. And now, thankfully, you do. So now you can actually start, like, maybe charting a path to, say, an upgrade you want, as opposed to just this weird list of little text things that don't tell you a whole lot, and then you have a hard time deciding what the hell to do. I'll tell you what you shouldn't have done. You shouldn't have let me push all those buttons. So we have a railgun. It fires supersonic copper projectiles into the stratosphere from an electromagnetic launching rail. No joke. Now we can get cheap nukes, deploy political favors and threats of compromat to procure 7 unregulated nuclear warheads from unspecified international sources. Cannot be rationed, I'm not entirely sure what that means. Variable quality, which probably determines how big they are. And safety not guaranteed. So it could go off in the city? That seems bad. 7 assorted nukes, though. Also regenerative? Shield. City Shield automatically regenerates when offline and recharges when online by continually manufacturing and distributing replacement shield network nodes. Do the nodes burn out when you get hit? Weird. Blackout Protocol! On shield failure, create a short burst of extreme firepower by draining energy from all luxury homes. Single use without additional upgrades. There are additional upgrades? Blackout Surge Agreement. Divert enough energy from citizens to power one blackout protocol every 2 days. Capacitor store 1 charge. And then after that is unclear. Because I guess you can't see upgrades that are 2 steps beyond, or yeah, 2 steps beyond a current upgrade. My vote is for the arc flail, because then the shield starts helping you. Nukes are nice and all, but the arc flail can zap crap that is too close to the shields that you don't want to have to deal with right now. Yes, apparently drain the rich. I suppose it's better than eating the rich. Only active when shield is online, which is annoying, which I guess means we should do regenerative shield first. Why is that going XE? Hint. Berserker Charter. Decommission city shield and related infrastructure, diverting additional resources to extreme offense capabilities instead. What? Requires Berserker reward. I don't even know what that means. All right. Fun times ahead, apparently. Yeah, I think Zap Crap, the bug zapper actually really helps. It's kind of absurd. It's a little overpowered, aside from the fact that the game is massively now tilted against the player. So there apparently is a glass cannon build. Yeah. From what remains of the international arms market. Arc flail. There we go. This is the arc flail range now. This is the minimum safe distance for the nukes. You probably shouldn't discharge a nuke inside of that, because your city will be damaged. Arc flail for the win! Oh, it's these geometric assholes. I hate these guys. They always come in these weird shaped things, and it's just annoying as hell! There we go. Thank you. Obsessive completist chef kiss. Did we do completist last time? I think we did. Oops. Anyways. Okay. Televised debate. Citizens want to invite the aliens to a live discussion panel with the city's most popular celebrities and controversial influencers. Can we guarantee that the aliens will eat the celebrities and the influencers? Actually, I would take eating the celebrities or the influencers too. Because if that's an option, I will totally click that button. Announce support, distract citizens. 3, ignore their idea. And 4, solicit proposals from other departments. Well, the bad news is the current departments actually have some good ideas. So we'll go with the current departments. So this is an interesting a feature of the update, is that it used to be that the game would tell you that televised debate was an option, but didn't tell you that clicking the televised debate, which is obviously a useless option, wouldn't re-roll the other options. Or clicking the televised debate would re-roll the other options, rather. It wouldn't tell you that. So I never clicked on televised debate because it's fucking stupid. But it turns out that I could have re-rolled the options, and that might have been better. I do not need a shield. That implies I stop punching. All right. We got the Zappy Zappy, which leads to the Plasma Physics Lab. It increases the shield resilience by 10%, which is a nice detail, I'll point out. And it unlocks things like regenerative shield and priority charging and rapid regeneration and shield blast and extended flail and rapid arc flail and combo arc flail and increased flail amperes. Nice. Or we can get more nukes. Like actually legitimate nukes, but we haven't actually expended a nuke yet. Or we can make the gun shoot faster. I vote for the physics lab at this point in the game, but that's just me. Oh, goodness gracious. Farragus is trying to get onto the keyboard. Nothing good can come of that. Offensive Innovation Center. So is it an offensive center that does innovation? Or are they innovations that are offensive? Or are they offensive innovations? I'm confused now. By 50%. Damn. All right. In the meantime, Plasma Physics Lab. We connected JPL with this extension cord. Well, so what's the joke about? I think it's JPL, right? About how a couple or 3 or 4 college students tried to make a better rocket fuel in their dorm at some adjacent college or university or whatever the hell, and basically blew up their dorm. And the college or university or whatever the hell was like, well, that was a bad idea, but you were actually on something good. So here's some land out in the fucking desert. Go forth and figure it out. Ah, checkups on kittens, always a good time. But yes, lab time. I don't think we need to re-roll all 3 of these are actually pretty solid options. We can't have the advanced materials lab yet. I don't know what the Berserker reward is. Hermit. Nuclear boycott reward. Decommission all nuclear weapons, diverting additional resources to extreme defense capabilities instead. Oh, that sounds fun. And then weird black hole over here. And indeterminate in other directions. How strange. I could swear that's the story of the founding of JPL. But I could be mixing that up with yet another one of the USA's crazy frickin' laboratories that do absurd things. Because apparently that's all they crank out is super weapons and crazy laboratories that produce super weapons. Makes sense, I guess. Oh, we get 2! Nice! And now we can actually start doing some JPL things. Alright, alright, alright. Flail capacitor priority. Ew, that doesn't seem great. What does regenerative shield lead to? Priority charging, fine. C-shield, yeah, that doesn't seem so bad. And that doesn't seem so bad either. Or we can increase velocity by 40% and damage by 5%. Or we can start doing nuclear research as well. Well, there's a very large vote for extended rail, but he's joking. Oh, yes, we're still talking about the very long, very hard, very straight shafts that were installed in our ship in Cosmoteer. Well, we can get an extended rail here. Yeah. Length matters after all, am I right? From previous playthroughs of the game, trying to run both research laboratories has never ended well. Let's go with rapid flail. That'll zap something every half a second and maybe keep our shield intact longer. Well, but if our shield fails, only active when shield is online. Yeah, if our shield fails, we don't get the arc flail. So regenerative shield it is. Because without shield, we ain't got no arc flail. And without arc flail, we don't got no second line of defense. Die, you stupid little rock. You are a problem. I do not like you. You launch missiles at the frickin' city. So do you. You're all jerks. Whew. He turned into shrapnel. Oh no. That's lots of missiles. There we go. Okay. Think we missed one of those little idiots. The lithium-ion option. When the batteries had enough, it's a bad time for everyone. Discipline. We still have not pushed the big red button! I'm not actually sure I remember the control to push the big red button. I should probably check. Hold on. Yeah, okay. That should have been obvious. I just wanted to make sure. Wait, what? Hold on. Cease fire? I can stop shooting? Why would I stop shooting? have a morale score? I have a morale score? I have a morale score? What? I think, no, it's not a morale score. The 97% bar right here is how many upgrades we get. If we fill the bar, we get an upgrade, and we were 3%. If I had just tagged that one guy who ran away, we would have gotten 2 upgrades. Maybe the aliens only attack because you should first. Blast hard cheese! Destroy an enemy by triggering one of its own nukes. Nice! You thought you would nuke me, but you know. It's on the contract screen? No, I do have a morale score. I have no idea if nukes affect that. I guess we'll find out. Advanced cryogenics. Citizens want to attempt to preserve a selection of celebrities and influencers by freezing their brains and burying them beneath the city. Will they turn into the gelatinous goo that was discovered to be at the last batch of your attempt to freeze people so they could be maybe resurrected later in the future? Because that's what happened to the last batch. Yeah. Y'all haven't figured out freaking cryogenics yet, unfortunately. I cannot imagine signing a contract for that, and then I guess that particular batch was already basically dead. But yeah, apparently cleaning those tanks was challenging. Rapid regeneration, 40% improved city shield generation and recharge times. Or extended flail. Yes, extended flail for the win. Stratospheric flail. I like the way they phrase that. I can't tell if the citizen proposals are coming from citizens who love celebrities or hate celebrities. They also sound very suspicious. Well, apparently Lawrence Frazier, I don't know what happened. You would think that freezing a human, once they're frozen, nothing would really happen to them. But apparently on like a maintenance check or something, the operators discovered that things had gone horribly, horribly wrong. And the previously frozen bipedal, bilaterally symmetrical organism was literally a frozen puddle on the floor. So you'll have to look up the exact specifics of that, but yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I mean, technically, advanced cryogenics would get the celebrities and the influencers out of the way, which seems like a fairly decent idea, but I like shooting back better, so yeah. They claim no refrigeration actually failed, but I don't know. I don't think any of those cryogenic companies have any kind of like UL or anything like that. Underwriters Laboratory, like verifying that what they say they're doing is actually what they're doing. So I don't know. Well, yes, ice crystals rupture the cells, obviously, TechMav, but you would think that once something is frozen, it would stay in approximately the same shape that it was frozen in, as opposed to distinctly not that shape anymore. Because they were supposed to be frozen to like absurdly low temperatures. So you would think things wouldn't be moving around. Anyways, we are going the, what's it called in your planet? BDSM route. And going for the cat o' nine tails. Ooh, big flail. Go away, you little dorks. I see you, big rock. So do my arc flail. Ooh, a lot of you little dorks. Oh, come on, get that. Ah, we missed one. Damn it. Man, that flail is working. What are those? We have ground attackers. I would like to point out that we suddenly have infantry involved in the game. Where do those guys come from? Although infantry may be a bit of a stretch for whatever the hell those things were. Unclear. You, go away. Thank you. Not the blob! Cat 5 and Nine Tails. Alright, now we get 2 upgrades. Nice. Full-scale evacuation. Citizens want to commandeer all available cruise ships, commercial vehicles, and passenger shuttles. I note the omission of a Oxford comma there. To evacuate the entire population and seek refuge elsewhere. I mean, that actually sounds like a fairly decent idea, aside from the fact that apparently the entire rest of the planet is fucked. And yes, Strong Dreams right here, you're basically right. It's the dome game without the mining. So it depends on, do you like digging up rocks and then running upstairs to fight off the mummies? Or do you just like shooting down aliens? I'm still going the shield route because we're kind of heavily invested in the flail at this point. And without the shield, we ain't got no flail. And I mean, it would be an interesting... Yeah, the flail definitely needs more shields. But it would be an interesting study to see how many, like, core games have inspired so many other games and how they've been, like, crossbred over the orbits, for lack of a better word. Because, yeah, this is obviously Missile Command. Tried and true, all the way through, Missile Command. It's different. It's got a different friggin' whole thing slapped on top of it. But it is fundamentally Missile Command. Whereas Dome Keeper basically is Missile Command plus Dig Dug. Kind of, sort of. There aren't baddies in the basement, as far as I know, in Dome Keeper. But you do have to do work in the basement to make the missile defense system work better. So, I mean, is there a way of, like, tracing the genealogy of individual games through history on your planet? I mean... And, yeah... Pal World versus Pokemon is a whole separate, complicated conversation. And Pokemon is trying to carve themselves out some sort of, like, Disney-like copyright trademark thing. And Pal World is skirting the edges of propriety and pushing way too many buttons, way too fast. And, yeah, that... And also, yeah, this actually has Galaga in it too. Good call from my brain. This is Missile Command plus Galaga. Yeah, there's the fight's still going though, Vochal, and apparently it's getting broader and affecting more and more IPs and more companies. So this is going to get very exciting. I mean, I would argue, Jed Brown, that Doom is probably, yeah, the great granddaddy of frickin' first-person shooters. They took Zork and made it three-dimensional and changed the environment a little, but, you know, whatever. But anyways, shields. I always forget, does Wolfenstein predate Doom, or does Doom predate Wolfenstein? Because I always forget that for some reason, and it always bugs me. No, so asteroids, your ship can move, Strong Dreams right here. We're in a fixed point right now. Now, you can make an argument that asteroids affected the development of Missile Command, but this is still a little different. Wolfenstein was first. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so someone was just saying that the citizen proposals were getting more and more dark and dim and gloomy. Well, now we can throw a party! Citizens want to celebrate the fall of humanity. Okay, it got kind of dark again. with a lavish holographic concert featuring long-dead 20th century rock stars and a high-end pyrotechnics display. Okay, TBA 113 came up with the best explanation of why Wolfenstein is first and Doom is second. So, yeah. So we already have 2 regeneration upgrades. I don't think we need priority charging. So I'm going to go with the combo arc flail because zapping more things more often seems like a win. And then we can lead to superconducting flail. Woot! they would probably rickroll themselves. Yes. All right, combo arc flail. Chain lightning for the win. All right, from my brain, what was the first-person shooter then? If you're going to make a statement like that. Don't come back here, you shit stains. Come on, chain lightning, knock down all this weirdness. All right, you die quickly. Yeah, we don't mess with the UFOs around here. We finally used a nuke. If you missed it, you missed it, but we don't mess around with UFOs. Those guys are jerks. Massive. Pain in the ass jerks. And I guess technically all of these are UFOs, but that one was a classic style UFO and nobody likes those. It's a shiny! What do we get? Encounter and destroy an extremely rare enemy type. Yes, the classic UFO, Frisbee-style UFO is a rare enemy type in this game, and you do not want to leave them around. I think it would be fun to play a different variant of this game where we give in to the citizens' demands. Well, so the bad news Star Dreams right here is giving in to the citizens' demands just re-rolls the options. It doesn't actually change the outcome of the game so much, it just presents you with different options. And that chain was awesome, wasn't it? Okay, so now we've got an interesting argument from, well, amusingly, from my brain. We have an argument from my brain? Yes, okay, fine. Wolf was the first-person shooter, but he's arguing that Doom defined the genre. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, both of the franchises are still around, although I would argue that Wolfenstein is in much worse condition than Doom is. But I'm not sure if... I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Maze War. Maze War is an interesting callback. Okay, fine, yeah. And Battlezone was awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. Now I gotta. I know. There's been a couple different remakes of Battlezone. I need to find a few of them, and maybe we can stream some of those. Well, I'm busy playing games, Internet Gravedigger. You can do the Google searching. I'll do the gaming, okay? Fine. Seriously, Battlezone is solid. Still, even to this day. Goodness gracious. All right. Anyway, sorry. Moving on. Center for Bad Vibes Center for Bad Vibes Prevention. There we go. Nice. And to answer the question, since I did set off a nuke, we are still at 99.9% optimism. So apparently nukes don't affect that. For better or for worse. Not sure. So, We can start researching nukes of our own, which starts making nukes of our own. We can get 3 quick nukes, quick and dirty. We can do Blackout Protocol, which I still don't really understand the utility of. Or we can get Zappy Zappy really, really fast. And apparently the citizens have given up providing me proposals because I've ignored them all, so here we are. Could we talk you into streaming the original Doom? Oh man. The original, the classic, the very flat Doom. I tried to play what's the deliberately lo-fi Warhammer first-person shooter that's out there right now? Bolt Gun, I think. I think it's Bolt Gun. Someone check me on that. Yeah, okay, it's Bolt Gun, fine. I tried to play Bolt Gun a while back and did not get very... Oh! You know what? I keep forgetting because it's not actually on Steam. I think it's on Epic? Or... What is Epic turned into now? QA or something? I don't know. Anyways, there is a game that I should play that, yes, will scratch the itch that y'all are looking for. And it's not on Steam, so I keep forgetting about it. But yes, Rapid Arc Flail seems like the obvious answer, doesn't it? Although we are eventually going to run out of nukes, I would like to point out. Yeah, I tried to play Bolt Gun, and I think they took the aesthetic or the genre or the motif a little too far. It was very try-hard, for lack of a better explanation. Like they were desperately trying to be something that they definitely weren't. And I can't figure out a better way of explaining my complaint about it. Ah! More little tiny rocks. Fine. Ignore the... Oh, that's not good. You die. The big guys are always a problem. Big rock. Little close guy with nukes. Stop shooting nukes at my city. Stop shooting holes in my ship. Well, that went okay. So now you're gonna make me look up what platform that was on. Oh, it is on Steam. Well, potatoes. Can you connect Steam to whatever platform it was on originally? It was originally on EA, I think. Oh, crap. I thought it was on EA. Hold on. We are currently paused, waiting for EA to load, because EA is a steaming pile of suck and fail. Tomato. For being such a mainstay for so many decades, Electronic Arts has turned into an absolute catastrophe. I am absolutely disappointed in their state and status. Nope, it's not on EA. Oh, fornicating potatoes. Where did I have this game? Because I know I have this game. Please stand by. Well, it is not on Steam. Well, it is on Steam, but I don't own it on Steam, which was frustrating because that would be an easy way of doing the streaming. Where in the flying potatoes did I put it? Well, I'll need to chase down where the hell I have this game. And then maybe one day we'll play it once I find it. I don't know where I put it. And yes, I would argue, Jed Brown, that you're exactly right. Blizzard used to be a mainstay, and look at what happened to them. It's a disaster now. Oh, Institute of Automation! Fuck nuclear weapons, we get robots now! Is he talking about flying potatoes because he's a YouTuber? One of you Humies closest to John Leonard, smack him upside the noggin, please. Because he deserves it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck robots. Or, sorry, fuck nukes. We got robots now. Noggin smacking asteroids. Thank you. Much appreciated. It's the same kind of party we did, where they tried to do last time. But nope. We do an automation here. Because mo robots, mo better. Oh boy. And they have options now. This is the best part. It used to be you only had laser watchtowers. Provision a self-assembling, high-energy laser installation to autonomously melt enemy machines from afar. Or deploy a drone factory. Provision a self-assembling manufacturing facility to deploy aerial defense drones. Because what is a modern game on your planet without drones? Maximum 2 concurrent factories without robotics specialism? Specialism. How do you get robotic specialism? Unclear. How do you get robotic specialism? Definitely unclear. Modifying existing watchtower projects an exotic vacuum energy quanta. The target experiences temporal contraction, appearing to be in slow motion to external observers. High frequency laser. Detonates at end of service. Wait, what? Repurposes 6 full-size nukes worth of material and nominate 1 factory outpost to embed nuclear devices on board all new drones. What? That sounds somewhat catastrophic. Oh god. Double-barrel drones, that makes sense. Twin drone factory, check. Sadly, the celebrities don't actually seem to be useful. Oh, we definitely doing Top Gun, Javier 707. We are definitely doing Top Gun. The cool thing, and I haven't checked to see if this is an option for the laser watchtowers, but I did play far enough. Hold on, let me see. So you notice that it maintains 1 drone equipped with railgun turret, intelligent aim, and hazard awareness. But you get to choose a location. I haven't figured out why you'd put them in like A or F areas. I typically use C or D's. So yeah. And then you can config these little dorks. So, cautious drones urgently keep their distance from threats, while aggressive drones allow themselves to get closer to danger, and will occasionally nudge enemy missiles. Cool. Urban drones concentrate on low altitude and ground targets. Aerial drones focus on targets directly above the city, while stratosphere drones have a wide, high altitude patrol area. Nice. Celebrities are not useful. So, like real celebrities. Check. And mode. Defender drones prioritize sticking to their patrol area over chasing targets. Scout drones will engage targets slightly further away, while hunter drones will pursue targets well outside their patrol area. Alright, so we have a chain lightning system, and I don't think we've taken a single hit to the shields yet. So, hunter, stratosphere, aggressive. I mean, we might as well take the fight to the aliens, right? So extrapolating from my last comment, the Dockmaster is not a celebrity because he is useful. I think there would be a fair number of Humies who would argue that statement, specifically the useful part, and definitely this. Well, no one would argue the not a celebrity part. A lot of Humies would argue the useful part. So, yes. The drone's hunger for Xeno blood! Deathbots go! We gotta kill some aliens. A lot of aliens. Done. But wait! There's more! Citizens want to fund a long-term studies into better understanding the motivations of the invading aliens machine, in an attempt to broker a peace treaty. Yeah, fuck that. We can make Argon shoot faster, or we can just deploy a laser watchtower, and then see if they have upgrades too. I am entertained, therefore the Dockmaster is useful. I mean, celebrities entertain people too, arguably, at least some Humies. Some very low information, low reasoning capacity Humies, so I mean, whatever. I actually haven't gone down the Watchtower path yet, so I'm kind of curious if there are like upgrades that you can assign to them too. So for the sake of curiosity, mostly mine, we're going to do Laser Watchtower just because. Suddenly more gun! As a Tiger Claw points out. And we'll put it right next to the city again because I want suddenly more gun next to my city. Config! Details! Okay. Balanced. Max damage. Long range. Or balanced. Targeting mode. Nearest, weakest, strongest. Seems like weakest would be better. So max damage doesn't protect our factory. Balance protect our drone factory. And long range seems kind of dumb. 1 megawatt per second red class directed energy weapon. And that's all we got. Let's try balanced with weakest, because that'll knock down things that I don't want to gimbal the main gun towards. Alright. Looks like we're done. C and D are occupied. I love how this thing looks like a little radio installation or whatever the hell. Day 7! We're actually doing a lot better than normal. Lasers for the win! Drone away! Go fuck their faces. Oh my god. We are definitely not going to get a friggin' formation kill in this current configuration, are we? Wow. Oh no, that thing's bad. Where'd he go? He was right there. There he is. No, don't do that. That drone chased down rocks. That drone literally chased down rocks. Wait, we just got a thing. Hold on. What did we just get? I missed it. Come back here. Sit still. Survive for 7 days without taking any shield hits. Nice. You pointed that out, now all I can see is the dandelion seed. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. You're not entirely wrong. I like that the drone has like thrusters that he uses to drive around. That's a nice touch. Alright, well, balanced and weakest seem to be working okay. Massively aggressive stratosphere hunter seems to be working okay, so fine. We'll keep that. And we get 2 upgrades now. Nice. The citizen proposal is mega wheels. Citizens want to install giant caterpillar wheels underneath the city and simply roll away from any further threats. Okay. Sure. Optimized operation. 50% optimized regeneration and repair rate for all automated outposts. Okay. Blackout protocol, which I still don't understand. And increased fire rate. Well, since we are now going the outpost route. Oh man, we should do a episode about what was that stupid movie called? Mortal Engines. Yes, Mortal Engines. Oh man. You know, the one thing I actually appreciate about Mortal Engines is that they actually at least gave a nod to the concept of contact patch and what mass does to terrain. Unlike, say, Mech Warrior, cough, 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 cough. I don't know, Tarmac. Mortal Engines is a fun movie for fun's sake. Aside from the weird zombie robot thing. The zombie robot thing was very strange. In fairness, Lawrence Fraser, the Bolo and the Shiva concepts both allow for the fact that, you know, ground is not always rock hard, and that's what she said. And large vehicles rolling across it might be a bad thing. Bolo naturally comes from, well, the Bolo series of books, and the Shivas come from, oh, damn it. It's one of, bloody hell. One of them's named Bun Bun. Posleen. John Ringo's Legacy of the Aldonata. Yes. I do appreciate that at least one of them was named Bun Bun, though. Hey, Hagen Floors, how's it going? And goodbye, or hello and goodbye, I suppose. So yeah, TBA 113, that explanation makes so much more sense than what the movie ran with, because the movie ran with, like, stupid things. And yeah, Pyre, I argue that the MT-80 is a significantly lighter robot than most Mech Warrior robots, and it can spread out its mass over a larger area, even accounting for the smaller feet. And also, it's deliberately designed for a rocky terrain, given that it is a mountain terrain armored transport. So, keeping its weight above ground is much easier than, say, for Mech Warriors or Battletech or whatever the hell, where they are meant to fight in urban terrain. And everyone knows how you squishies love putting your urban terrain around things like rivers and bays and deltas and other things that detrimentally affect the resistance of the ground. And yes, Bun Bun is from Sluggy Freelance. If you have the time, start from the very beginning and read all the way through. In my opinion, Sluggy Freelance is one of the finest webcomic series ever made. Yes, Tiger Claw. I know what Blackout Protocol is. I just haven't figured out how it's useful. Nobody has that much time. I mean, admittedly, I read it as it came out, but I have a lot more time than y'all do. So nobody is a strong word, but you know, when you can slow reality, well, when you can slow your perception of reality down or speed it up, I guess things get a little more creative for you. I'm going to go with optimized operations right now because, you know, we have drones and lasers now, so might as well. So Sluggy Freelance and Schlock Mercenary and The Whiteboard are three, I think, of the best webcomic series out there. And I actually need to catch up on The Whiteboard because it's still running as far as last I saw. And thank you, John Leonard, for your donation to Toys for Tots, because yes, we are still running a fundraiser for Toys for Tots, and thank you for reminding me. I enjoyed Control-Alt-Delete for a while, but then, well, then things got weird, and Is This Loss happened, and things got weirder, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to fault the artist for working through his personal situations by way of his webcomic, but it made the thing weird. And there's another comic that I was trying to keep track of, but I lost the name, because that's what we do around here, is we lose memories. Bookmarks. Where do all my bookmarks go? Oh God, they're not filed, and I can't find them. Oh God. There was another webcomic that had a little tiny gray robot who was a lot of a dick and made way too many sexual jokes for being 2 feet tall and puntable, living with a Humie. And then there was a war robot who ran a coffee shop. Questionable content. Thank you. There we go. Yes, that. So okay, those four. You can take those four as my webcomic recommendation. Sluggy Freelance, Sluggy Freelance, Schlock Mercenary, The Whiteboard, and Questionable Content. Those are my 4 webcomic recommendations, and you can probably judge me based off of those, but yeah, take it or leave it. Yes, pint size, yes, little jackhole. The Whiteboard is a very eclectic and, as the alt text says, occasionally paintball related cartoon, but it is quite good. All right, anyways, sorry. Enough of a tangent! Because after all, that's what we're known about here. We are improving robot operations because robots do what I can't, which is funny because, you know, shipyard. I guess we could do nuclear. We probably should do nuclear weapons lab because half a nuke a day. We're expending them at about half a nuke a day, so actually this is starting to make a certain degree of sense. What are you trying to tell me? Operation Hermit. Oh, so if I trigger... Well, okay, hold on. You see in the blinking X, I'm betting if I trigger the nuclear weapons lab, I can't do Operation Hermit. But down here is the atomic drone ability. Okay, fine. Extended mag rail. That doesn't seem to have any weird triggering things. Priority charging also doesn't seem to have any things. Okay, fine. XKCD, I don't know if I call that a webcomic or not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And now we're getting into the existential question of what is a webcomic? I mean, I obviously read them and I obviously keep up with them, but is XKCD actually a webcomic or is it a vehicle for... I don't know. Yeah. All right. Since I distracted y'all with webcomic content, and actually let me go ahead and drop all the links since I dropped the first link to the whiteboard. Well, let me be free to or fair to everyone, right? I mean, it's only fair. The Sluggy link, you'll have to go back. Well, I mean, all these you'll have to go back to the beginning if you haven't read them. I believe both Sluggy and Schlock are currently done, in that the writers have finished up whatever stories they're planning on telling, and there is no more coming. Questionable content and the whiteboard are still alive. So, wow. What the hell happened to this webpage? Sluggy's still going? I thought Sluggy was dead. Oh, Sluggy is still going. I could have sworn he ended it. By the Great Maker. Apparently I have a whole lot of Sluggy to catch up on. Never mind. Everybody ignore me. Like you usually do. But anyway, second floors, have a good night. Oh, okay. So he did take a break. So I'm not just misremembering, because that was a very real possibility. Because yeah, that Oasis arc was that was a lot. That was a lot. Like no joke. Bad things happened. And apparently I need to catch up now. All right, fine. Be that way. I'm behind on everything, as usual. Wouldn't be Sacred Cow Shipyards if we weren't behind the curve. Anyways, nuclear weapons lab. Check. We're still running the Mark 1 Mod 0 freaking railgun. I love it. Week 2! Wow! We have made it a lot farther than I normally do. Oh boy. Go, little murder drone, go! Wow, he is just going to town on these dorks. Oh, you die. Die. We took a shield hit. Y'all. And we lost a drone. Drone down! Oh, you two die. Where'd he go? There's multiple blobs coming. Multiple blobs! Big blobs. I like big blobs and I cannot lie. That is totally a lie. I do not like big blobs. Go away. Lost another drone. Oh boy. It's a flying Roomba. It really is just going to town on those idiots. Wow. I love that little thing. Citizen proposal. Construct decoy city. Citizens want to divert all resources to the construction of a full-scale, detailed replica of the city 500 kilometers away to confuse the enemy. Kind of makes a certain degree of sense. All right. We got... Actually, you know what? Stand by. A Roomba that emits things rather than absorbing things. You are correct. After these messages, we'll be right back. All right. So I'm curious. Do the messages continue until I get back, or do they just dead air after a while? Sid doesn't seem optimistic about the logistics of that. Accurate. The Blazing Saddles tactic. Well, first we'd have to set up a toll gate. We definitely need to set up a toll gate first, yes. So amusingly, Javier on line 707 is technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. The fake city and fake tanks and fake airfield and all kinds of other fake things did work marvelously in World War II. So there's that. And C.A. McDivitt brought up the inflatable tanks as well. Nice. The War Roomba Factory! It plays 2 ads, however long it takes is how long it takes. All right, fair enough. So it just keeps playing ads until I come back? That's weird. All right, well, hopefully the ad currency goes towards the fundraiser, which, yes, we are still doing a fundraiser about Toys for Tots, and I'll stop talking about that at some point. But you know how we are about fundraisers around here at the shipyard, so you know. All right, fine. Liquid oxygen boosters. Improve velocity of launch missiles by 50%. I have never seen the missiles be too slow, so I don't care about that. Antimatter warheads! A momentary singularity begins each detonation, pulling in nearby matter towards a 20% longer lasting fireball. What? Hold on. They're using antimatter to produce black holes? I have so many questions about the technological basis of this society. I am so confused. Expand mining and processing facilities to produce enough material for 1 full-size missile per day. I think that's where we're going to go. I mean, seriously, only 20%? You're using antimatter, you're producing a singularity, and the fireball is only 20% longer? What is wrong with you? This game is called Utopia Must Fall. It is on the Steams. And, yeah. And no, that is definitely not how physics work. We're going to increase production so we can crank out 1 missile per day. And that might just cover our current expenditure. Game devs do not know physics. Accurate! Like liquid oxygen boosters. Like, okay, your boosters are using liquid oxygen, fine. They need to use something other than liquid oxygen too, otherwise the liquid oxygen is going to start burning the booster. And is that actually going to make the missile go faster? Unclear. So, anyways, we're making more missiles. Less mass to accelerate. Accurate. I mean, yes, this society could most likely fight his battles in space. There's no reason to be hiding in your cities when you have antimatter warheads. The fuck? Hello, little drone. Give those little dudes the what to. Give them the what for. Murder those little things. Kill them all. Man, he is enthusiastic. So enthusiastic. Wow. He's just going to town. I love it. Absolutely adore this little drone. Ooh, that's a lot of bombs. That's a lot of bombs. You, go away. Oh, he's not going away anytime soon, is he? Go away! We are getting swarmed, yo! Depleted all missiles. I told you we needed to make more missiles. Listen to me. It's hunting down the missiles now. The bombs. I love this little drone. Okay, that wasn't so great. The missiles and nukes, I think, are the same. Strong Dreams right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the missiles and the nukes are the same. It is this one again. Again, KP Guy Ebbers. I gave the Humies a mystery box, and well, they chose a mystery box. Okay, so is stupidly aggressive Stratosphere Hunter the optimal strategy? I'm not really sure. Or should we, now that we're taking hits to our dome, aggressive Stratosphere Defender. How would that even work? I don't even know how that would work. What? Well, now I'm curious. All right. Aggressive Stratosphere Defender. What? That sounds like the worst possible MCU superhero. Have a good one, Internet Gravedigger. Well, no, I'm not sure, Tiger Claw. I mean, zone would seem to be like how far it will roam. Mode is something else, right? I don't know. I mean, because zone, I could dial it all the way down to urban. But what's a Stratosphere Aggressive Defender going to do? Is where it loiters. Oh. Well, so, Pyre, the only reason that anyone watches Stealth is because, oh, by the Great Maker. Names are hard. Names are hard. But there is only one reason that anyone subjects themselves to watching Stealth. And that's because Jessica Biel is in a flight suit. And that's entirely the reason that anyone watches Stealth. And also, it was also actually filmed on actual carriers, but, you know, whatever. Well, I mean, it's fine, Pyre. I mean, I would argue that it's a kind of a wash between Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds as to why you would watch Blade 3, too. I mean, Ryan Reynolds really sells fuck me sideways. But Jessica Biel is in Blade 3, too, so I mean, there's that, too. Yeah, I know. I'm messing with the dials to see what they do. Yes, obviously you should not have an aggressive Stratosphere Defender. I cannot imagine how that would be useful. I cannot imagine how that would be useful. We're going to go on an aggressive aerial defender. AAD, baby. So my favorite Ryan Reynolds character is the Hitman's Bodyguard. Because he sold that, God damn it, so beautifully well. But that's my own personal Ryan Reynolds favorite. Y'all can have your own. I swear the Hitman's Bodyguard exists in its own kind of like universe in movies. You would never have expected that combination of actors to come together in that kind of movie to make that kind of movie. And yet somehow... Oh, man. Oh, yeah. The second Hitman... The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard movie was absolute trash. The Hitman's Bodyguard movie was exactly what it advertised itself to be, with Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, and motherfucker being motherfucker, and what's your name from, yeah, names are hard. What's that stupid fucking Mexican vampire movie? Not Dawn of the Dead. Fuck me sideways. Dusk Till Dawn, yes. The gal from Dusk Till Dawn doing what she do. And that is a fair argument, Jed Brown 824. Yeah. I don't know what, like, Johnny Depp or Ryan Reynolds in, like, okay, you're a human being on the planet Earth, being yourself. What does that look like? I don't... Salma Hayek, yes, thank you. One of your two favorite Hayeks. Yes, I totally understand that reference. But the problem is, I don't know what Ryan Reynolds just being Ryan Reynolds or what Johnny Depp just being Johnny Depp look like. Because they are their characters. Robert Downey Jr., I don't know. I would argue he's not quite in the same category. But maybe that's personal preference over objective quality. But anyways, we're doing aggressive aerial defender mode. Same camp, not the same tent. Fine, fine. Be picky about that. I still kind of hate this, like, white aesthetic, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Twin drone factory! 2 drones for the fornicating win! Have a go, Empire. Family takes priority, after all, which is totally fair. And I, by the great maker, I'm not actually being sarcastic about that. I'm being honest. Family takes priority. If y'all have to be somewhere else, please be somewhere else. I won't fault you. Televised debate. I think we already covered this one. It's dumb. But twin drones! 2 drones for 1 factory! Yay! Double-wheeled Roombas! Double-wheeled Roombas it is! Confirm outpost for twin drones upgrade. We only have 1 outpost, y'all. Boom. It'll produce another murder Roomba. Murder Roomba for the win! I think this is the farthest I've ever gotten in this stupid little game. Day 10 by the Great Maker. Oh no. There's another one of those little idiots around here somewhere. You, die in a fire! I don't think you died. Oh no. You did not die! There you are. Oh, what is that? It has shields! Why does it have shields? Losing drones, man. We're losing drones. Oh, for crying out potatoes. There we go. Alright, now we can actually start killing things, maybe? Holy potatoes. That was a mess. Maybe we do need more murder drones. Wow. What's in the box? Pain! Oh, man. Man! Can you roll back in your life and remember reading Dune for the first time? Like roll back in your existence. Roll back through everything you've ever done. And try to remember reading Dune for the first time. Reading through all of the lead up, all of the intrigue, all of the political bullshit, all of the everything. And then getting to the box. The box. Yeah. I kind of envy humies who have never read Dune before, reading through the book and suddenly encountering the box. I mean, I would argue that the box kind of defines Dune. But maybe I'm wrong, and you're welcome to tell me I'm wrong. So amusingly, Shane 7 Rain, I actually saw the movie myself before I read the book myself. But I don't think that detracted from my appreciation from the book. But, I mean, the David Lynch movie is deliberately over the top and deliberately ridiculous and deliberately absurd. But I think TBA 113 hits the nail square on the head. That scene tells you exactly what kind of universe it is. Oh, Revark, if you have not read Dune, you should read Dune. And Shane is correct that, yes, every book of Dune is better than every movie adaptation of any portion of any book of Dune. We can get into some arguments as to whether we're talking about David Lynch or Sci-Fi Channel or Villeneuve, blah, 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 whatever the hell that guy's name is, takes on Dune. But I think the argument that the box kind of defines Dune is not wrong. So, Vochal, you're right. The catch is that Herbert is not of... Man, hold on. Now I gotta look up when Herbert lived. Frank Herbert. Frank Herbert seems like he should be kind of congruent with Robert Heinlein in my head, which is mostly correct. He was born in 1920, amusingly in Tacoma, Washington, and died in 1986 in Madison, Wisconsin. And Frank Herbert was, well, let's just say he partook in a lot of recreational substances. Yeah. A lot of recreational substances. But that does not deny the fact that the man had a magnificent beard. Because we do appreciate beard around here. And also was an absolute beast at building a world. So the catch is that it's older science fiction. It's not the flashbang style science fiction. It's not even the flashbang style science fiction that the movies would like you to believe it is. Because the Villa fucking Potato, I can never pronounce his name right, movies are decent, but they are so much faster than the books are. The books are a slow political intrigue with details and appendices and so much more. And the problem is Frank Herbert, bless his happy little soul, didn't understand that Paul was the hero. So he had to write 3 more books trying to tell you that Paul was the anti-hero. He was a monster. He was the worst thing possible. Well, no. Actually, given the framework that Herbert gave in the very first book, Paul was the hero. Because Paul identified the golden path. The path which was the least bad option for humanity. Least bad does not mean good. It just means this will suck the least. And he forgot that the whole point of the golden path is that this will all suck so bad. But the outcome will be amazing. And yeah, Herbert kind of lost track of his own story in the process. Because no, God no. Paul isn't technically the hero. He's not actually the good guy. Because there is... no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Fuck you. Paul is the least bad of a massive pile of horrible options. Does that make him the good guy? I don't know. But the alternative in Frank Herbert's own universe was the literal extinction of the human species. So, fine. Paul couldn't quite do it quite right. Doesn't make him the bad guy, doesn't make him the good guy, but it does make him the current good guy. Because the story in Dune is horrible. Oh my gosh. The actual story of Dune is so complicated and so what's interbred and so just horrible that there's no way around it. It's all bad. But someone, for better or for worse, saw a path out that involved the death of somewhere approximating 50% of the species. But the not path out, the alternative, was the death of the entire species. And sure, there's no way to know whether a vision is accurate or not, even when augmented by the spice. I lost morale? I did lose a lot of morale. Center for Bad Vibes Prevention. Alright, fine. Sorry, I should stop talking about Dune and start paying attention to the game again. Fine. I'll make a Dune episode at some point. Fuck y'all. Fine. I mean, honestly, we're at Nuevo LA. We've got 70,000 citizens. How many of these are actually useful? I mean, we've got influencers and celebrities and politicians and so forth and so on. What's the surplus of the population here? Well, we don't talk about old LA. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Yes, anyways, sorry. Overfueled boosters. Blast enemies with superheated fuel in the wake of launch missiles with rapid distance fallout. So we turn the boosters into claymores? Weird. We can get the bonus weirdo, we don't know what the hell they do, nuclear bombs. We can extend the long, hard shaft that is running our gut right now. Or we can live underground. Citizens want to abandon the surface and start all over again by building a new megacity underground. I think we are at the point where we need more railgun. Yes, I think Attacker Claw is correct. Our current railgun is a little inadequate. It's not hitting the... It's not making the... You know what? I never mind. We're gonna go harder and faster, shall we? Okay, fine. Because now we have 2 murder drones. I forgot to mention we have 2 murder drones now. Oh, die. Did he die? I'm not even sure he died. I think he zapped one of our drones. He didn't die. Fornicating potato. You zapped out? Really? Oh, there's 2 of them. That's the problem. Ah! Oh, by the great maker, this is going to be painful! No. There we go. Thank you. We're losing so many drones, man. So many drones. But the city's alive. Not so fast. What the hell's not so fast? Ah. Bagging them before they leave. Throw rocks harder. Alright. I don't know. Did that work out well for us? I'm not sure. Defender aerial aggressive. I mean, aggressive seems fine. We only took shield hits after I adjusted the drone things, but also the enemies getting worse. So we have a multivariable linear algebra problem in front of us, and I have to solve it. I love these kind of problems. Let's try scout and aerial and see what happens. Just as out of the sake of doing it. What are you doing? You're still doing balanced. Long range. You're not really actually engaging a lot. Let's... fine. We're going to change all the variables just to... Can I harden my outpost? No. Not right now. Both my outposts were offline quite a bit. Yes, I know, because there were localized nuclear bombs that didn't hit the city, but hit our outposts. Wasn't great. So maybe we should do aggressive aerial defender, which didn't work so well last time, but we'll try it again. And this thing is just doing kill anything that is weak. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't like either of these options. So, hey! We lost 1 million people. Oh, optimism is going in the tank. Let's do the citizen proposal because I don't like any of these options. Boom, baby. Priority charging? Ah. That did not increase optimism. Sad note. But priority charging is pretty awesome. Yeah, boy. Make more drones faster, please. Ow! Fine. We're losing drones so fast and so hard. There we go. That bought us some time. The blobs are back. Why are the blobs back? Oh, it's back. This. Depleted missiles. Ow. Ow. Oh no, shields offline, and that's us. Boom! Maybe get out of the way. Yo, city got blown up, except the end. The end is nigh. I mean, what other option do you have? Your city got blown up. Actually, 11 days might be the farthest we've ever lasted. Like, seriously, is there a record on this? High score fine. No? Alright. Alright, fine. We're gonna do this again because I'm a masochist at the core, and why not? And maybe we'll try a different tactic this time, because, I mean, after all, y'all are here, and why not? Oh, hold on. I am contractually obligated. Reticulating... Did they just say reticulating splines? I think they just said reticulating splines. I'm pretty sure they just said reticulating splines. Let's try the Tektronix. This thing. Oh my god, the noise. The noise is funny. Ah! Big rocks. Big rocks bad. No one wants big rocks. Whew. Cool. Cool? Well, yes, there's a high score, but I wanted to see the whole, like, timeline of how I've done. It's not just the high score. It's like how I've done against how I've done before, right? All right. We did arc flail before. We should maybe try nuclear weapons lab now, just for the giggles. Seems like a bad idea, but fine. More nukes, more better. It's got to be quicker on the gun, right? And that's what she said. I was not quicker on the gun. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna die. We're gonna die miserably and badly and painfully, and it's gonna be all my fault. Cool. Increased production seems reasonable. Yes. Bring Oak Ridge closer. All right, Javier, have you heard my frog story? Because if you haven't heard my frog story, I don't know the words to find the frog story. Oh no, I hate YouTube. YouTube tells me that I can give tags to videos, and those tags help the search thing, but in reality, they don't, and it's frustrating. And it's annoying. Like, yes, your title and your description and your tags all matter to search. And then I go to look for, like, I go to search for my own videos using terms that I know I put in either the title or the tags or the description, and nope, it only searches for the title. And I'm just like, I uploaded this video, you jackals. I am the owner of this video, you jackals. And now you're telling me you can't find it by way of the system that you told me that everyone else would find it by. What is wrong with you? And Jed Brown, you're close, but I'm not sure you're quite right. I mean, I guess they were technically mutants, more or less. All right, we've gone the nuke route. We should probably extend the mag rail because fuck nukes. And also antimatter warheads. Yay! Faster guns and bigger booms. Love it. Faster guns and bigger booms. Go away, you big rocks. Highest fourth. Especially you. Oh. Well, clearly we need shields. Cool, cool, cool. And shields are not an option. Love it. Nukes it is. This will not end poorly at all. Nothing bad can happen from this. I hate these geometric dorks. I really fundamentally hate these geometric dorks. Fuck you guys. We ain't got no shield, y'all. We should probably get a shield. Oh, crap. We ain't got no shield. Oh, boy. Okay. Increase fire rate. Check. Regenerative shield, thank you. By the Great Maker. No! Fuck your fucking nukes. Oh my Great Maker. I suddenly have to pay attention to everything coming down on my city. I do not like this. You hummies are expendable. It's okay. Automation! Please, for the love of Great Maker, automation. Oh my god, automation. We'll see how this works out. Weird little laser thing. Ah. Well. New York, kind of exploded. Except, what alternative do I have? Done blew up. Restart or surrender? What? How does restart factor in? Now I'm confused. Alright, fine. We're railgunning all these little orcs. All y'all die in the fire. Oh my god, this makes it work. Would y'all just kindly die in a fornicating fire? Where did that guy go? Seriously? 2 of those have somehow escaped? What? Alright. Fuck nukes, fuck plasma. We're going big cannon right now. Big guns, y'all. Big guns. Well, so far, big guns is looking pretty solid. I'm sure there's a problem. Mostly it's my fault. Ah! Misses. Damn it. That one was entirely my fault. So now I have to regenerate shields and do bullshit like that. Boo! Fine. I play the game badly. I have to have regenerative shields. Check. My fault. Increased fire rate. Check. Zippity zappity happity crappity. Man, that guy had a bad day. Blew you up with their own nuke, man. Love it. Alright. Seems like stockpile nukes is well. Arc flail backing me up might not be such a bad idea. Actually, you know what? Fine. We'll do the thing that everyone's asked for. Attempt communication. Not helpful. Calm gas. There we go. Gimbal speed. That's much better. All right. Rotate much faster. I see the blobs. I see the blobs. They're very strange, and I have no idea why they're there, but die to fire. Oh god, multi-geometric bullshit. Oh, we're gonna die. Urgh! Offline, not good. Oh boy. Okay, cool. He survived. Not great. Sell 3 full-size nukes in a clandestine deal with the international arms market. Gain 1 immediate upgrade as if nothing happened. What? Oh, what? 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 Plasma Physics Labs, stockpile nukes, yep. And publish classified docs. Gain 1 immediate upgrade as if nothing. I'm kind of curious what happens here. I don't know. At this point, I'm just in it for the giggles because we are 2 hours in, and now it's just fun. Fun. Illicit arm deal. Oh no. Let's stockpile nukes. And nuclear weapons lab. And increase production. Why not? Apparently we're committed to nukes now. Oh no. Nothing can go wrong from committing to nukes. Anyway. Why are there so many bosses? Oh no. We don't have shields. Oh no, we don't have shields. Oh crap. We don't have shields. This is bad. Okie dokie. That was bad. Oh no. I don't know what to do. Animator work. Sure. We're committing to nuclear bullshit, so antimatter warheads it is. Sure. Why not? Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong. Oh god. Yep. Bloop. I think we need some regenerative shields right about now. That'd be nice. Regenerative shields would be awesome. Too late. Crap. The Offensive Innovation Center. Railgun fire by 50%. Fine. Shield resistant. What? Hold on. What now? We have drones. We have big gun fire fast. And we have allocate resources to ion plasma research and advanced energy field applications. Immediately increase shield resistance by 10. Where did that come from? What? How? What? I am so confused. But yes, we have gone so far down the shoot first and ask questions later path. We're going to shoot first and ask no questions. No questions at all. Fuck questions. Okay. We're going to die. We're going to die! Yeah, we did. You definitely need a robot assisting you. Definitely need a robot assisting you. Yeah. Yeah, no. Simulation based on actual events. Yeah, that's nice. All right. We have been flailing at Missile Command for the past 2 hours. If you have not yet extracted your entertainment value out of this game, I don't know what to tell you. The game's name is Utopia Must Die. So, yeah. In the meantime, I hope you all had fun. It was so much better with the explanations involved because, like I said, the original version of the game really didn't actually tell you what all of those various upgrades were doing in the meantime. And, I mean, you can just slap things down and see what happens. But is that a good game experience? I don't know. But anyways, we did 2 hours of live streaming. If you feel like tossing currency at me, instead toss currency at Toys for Tots. Because we're doing a fundraiser for them, and after all, Tots love their toys. But all the same, and as always, good night and good luck.